Well, good morning. Once again, back here again. So, I'm going to go today with a question somebody asked me about the cigar factory. What's more or less the procedure of making cigars, or how hard it is, the procedure of making cigars? Well, I'm going to go through it more or less so you guys get an idea of what the cigars go through before it goes into your hand, okay? So, number one, when the tobacco leaves get to the factory, uh, they have to storage that into a humidor. Make sure that the tobacco stays in a normal condition, about 72 degrees or so. Then from there it goes to the sorters, the people that are going to sort the materials and see what's going to be used and what. And when the tobacco gets into the factory, there's a guy that's called a blender. And this guy is the one that's going to decide what materials go in what quantity of materials are going into the cigar. Like 1 leaf for this, 2 leaves for that, half a leaf for this, and so on. And this one's the one that's going to tell the cigar maker what has to be done and what order you got to put the cigars in. That's one of the mistakes that a lot of people do. When they put the materials on the cigar maker, if he makes a mistake and puts them in the wrong place, that's when you get a cigar that burns on one side or the other, or it starts caving in, so on. Now the materials go from there to a place where they separate the cigar and the tobaccos, and they put them in these bins where they gotta humidify them and get them ready to work on. And the wrappers, when they come in, they have to wet them, get them ready for the cigar makers. When they finish wetting the materials, it goes to a sorter, a guy that sorts out all the leaves, all the wrappers. What they do is they put one size of leaf here, one size of leaf here, different sizes and different colors. And these are all a bunch of different ones. And they separate the colors by the sizes and so on. Once that's done, that goes into the person that supplies the tobacco to the cigar makers. When they do that, they count the wrappers. If you make 250 cigars, you should have about 250 wrappers. Usually they give you a few more, 255, 260, in case that one breaks or so on. But if the cigar maker all of a sudden comes back, he only made 100 cigars, and he had 260 wrappers, what happened to the rest? Either he's breaking a lot of the leaves, or the leaves are disappearing, which is a problem, big problem. Uh, then once everything goes to the cigar maker, he makes a cigar. There should be somebody checking all of them constantly, making sure that the tobacco is right, the proper humidity, it's not too dry, it's not too wet. All these steps got to go through, and it's a whole bunch of other ones that I can't go into it right now because it's a lot of them. I don't want to be boring you for 2 hours. But then once a cigar maker finishes with the cigars, it goes to somebody who checks them to make sure they draw. From there, it goes to somebody else, and that somebody else is sorting the cigars by colors. This one, the darkest one here, the same cigar, for example, if you're making a Toro, the other Toros that have been made, they get separated by colors and different colors and different shades on the wrappers. Once that's done, they put it on the box without cellophane, without nothing, in an order that's supposed to be going to. That goes to another person. That other person takes that box and takes the cigars out in that order they're in, and they start putting the bands on it. Once they put the bands on it, they put a cellophane on and they put it back into the box. Once it goes into the box, it's ready. It goes to somebody else who's going to seal the box and send it out to a humidor or whatever. Oh, I forgot to say something. When it comes out of the cigar maker, it goes into a dehumidifier for a period of time. And to make sure that the tobacco inside is not too humid or anything like that. Then it goes into a humidor where it gets back to a normal humidity. Then it goes through the process that I just went through. You know, the guys that sorted the materials and the wrappers and the one that put the band on it, the cellophane and so on, and then the one that seals the boxes and all that stuff. Okay. Um, then from there, it just they should keep the cigars in the humidor once all the process done before they put cellophane and all that stuff. They should put the cigars in the humidor to age for at least a week, 2 weeks. Make sure that all the humidity is out of the cigar, is in perfect condition before they put it in cellophane. If the cigars are too humid, when they put the cellophane on and it comes to you, it could have mold on it. The cigar could get damaged. Okay, so that's some of the process, more or less, that goes into the cigar making, and it's a lot more. Believe me, these cigars, when it gets to your hands, most of you don't realize what it's been through, and that's only in the cigar factory, and it's a whole bunch of other things that goes on in the cigar factory. The thing is that I can't go into all of them. All right, I will have to be here for half an hour or more. Um, and that's not counting what goes on in the field when they grow the tobacco. Okay, all the process that go. One of these days, I'm going to go into that too. And eventually, a lot of important stuff, I'm going to go through it with the people that subscribe to me. It's going to be a special part for the people that subscribe on this channel. Okay, because there's a lot of things that I can go to in details. And you will find out when you subscribe and you become a subscriber, I will make sure that you get all this inside information, including my new cigar that's coming out, which my subscribers are going to be the first one to find out the name of the cigar. Have a good day. Thank you very much for listening. And don't forget to subscribe now. Take care.